There are signs galore, signs here, signs there, signs just about everywhere. There's chests, there's gold blocks, maps and more. It is the gift area. It is full up once again, man. Welcome back everyone to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft Together. To those of you watching who are dropping off gifts, thank you as always. This area is very interesting. If ever you needed to go somewhere, Subway is your best bet. And check it out, an amazing map right here. These little miniature icons are fantastic. If only I knew what some of them meant though. Like that one's obviously a mushroom. Does that take me to a mushroom biome? I believe that is the end dimension. But some of these are not so intuitive. But it looks absolutely fantastic. Maybe there's another map to go with this that like translate what all the different numbers and icons mean. But it is seriously cool and I like that idea very much. And then here we have something rather extraordinarily looking. Extraordinarily looking, he said. That didn't sound right, did it? Come add your face. Oh, okay. Add my face. Everyone is waiting for you. They're waiting for me, peeps. We got a book to read here from Spangleboo. What does Spangleboo say? She says, "Hi, Irasuma. Yeah, you. What's that? Is that some sort of face? I think it's a face." I don't know if you will remember this, but many episodes ago you stumbled across my little shack in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing but sheep and chests with quantities of blocks that were needed. I do remember this. I remember it very well. Since the first week on the server, I have been gathering the materials I needed to complete this map. I completed it a couple of days ago. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yay, go me. Over the last few days, a bunch of us have been working hard to complete the 8 maps around the edges. There are 512 spaces for peeps to come and add their face. Please come by and be the first to add your little face. It would make me so happy to see you all the peeps together on the maps. So then it's instructions on where to go. The spaces are 8 by 8. Or take the 4th gateway on the left as you arrive on the main island. 4th gateway on the left. Is that anything to do with this? Because I see a number 4 right there. I don't think it is. But anyway, I know how to get there. And someone is aggravating the pigman in my base. Never a good idea. So, we have a map with an absolutely amazing xisumavoid logo brought into this game. Wonderful. And then all of these spaces around here will allow any member of the community to go in and put their own face on there. And I get to be the first one. I feel very honoured because this is an amazing project. But you know what we've got to do now? We've got to head over to the end dimension and check out this project. So what did you see in the thumbnail of this video? You saw this. It looks absolutely crazy. What's going on right here? The further away you get from it, the more it starts to make sense, right? Look, it's a little Asuma face. If we keep going up, don't I go invisible after a while? Well, apparently not before that disappears. So now let's plummet straight down towards it. And that is just crazy. I don't understand why these things are built at different heights. I think it might have something to do with shading and getting the exact right colours. But I don't know if maps actually support that. Either way, it looks really, really bizarre when you're down close to it. Look at all these blocks. All these emerald blocks that have been fashioned in survival mode. This is seriously stunning, this project. Whoa! Watch out, there was some black wool right there. And I think I'm going to plop my head roughly in the middle. So this feels like the middle of my head that is part of the map. And we want to do that right down here. Bam! And that could have been a very bad landing. Yes. It might be that the middle is this bit right here. Anyway, I'm going to go put my face down. And guess what? It's 8 by 8, which is fantastic. Because I did this where each pixel, I believe, was 16 by 16. And I did that very recently on Hermitcraft. So it should make this whole project nice and easy for us to do. So think of it. It would have taken me probably like half an hour just to place one of these blocks on Hermitcraft or the 16 by 16 area. So I've gathered all the materials that we need, and it was really easy to do because I've still got the Hermitcraft project in my memory. So makes it nice and easy. We're doing it with the exact same materials on there. Actually, as soon as I said that out loud, I realised we're not. I think I used stone on Hermitcraft, and I must have mistaken that for a different material over on here. But anyway, the eyes are going to be white and blue once again. And let's put a thing over there. And there we go. Cool. Let me complete the rest of this, and then we'll step back and see what it looks like. Hey, thank goodness these people are here, because me being me, I forgot to bring An ender chest with me. In fairness, there should be one in my inventory. I don't know what happened to it. I've actually lost a couple of things out of my inventory since I was last on. I don't know what's going on. Probably me being terrible and leaving items lying around. I'm still going to need some more rockets. What I'm looking for, though, is the means to make a map. And it kind of looks like I might not have what it takes. I think I might just be officially useless at this point in time because I didn't even have paper on me. But now we got what we need. I'm going to go stand over this thing and open up the map so we can see what it looks like. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, I'd like to get involved in this project, that is entirely the point. You are now welcome to come over here and put your face on one of these maps. Let's open it up. Bam! There I am right there. Let's take a step back. You could just about tell it's me. I think I've used the wrong materials here, you know. It looks okay when you're standing next to it, but on Hermitcraft I think I used stone for something. And so my face looks a little bit odd, but it's still me, as you can see. And there we go. So yeah, peeps, head over here and get involved in this project. Put your face down in one of these spaces. And I'm sure by the time I get to the end of recording this episode, we'll come back over here and see what this area looks like again. As of right now, though, it's time for our battle in the Elytra PvP arena, of which I've kind of forgotten that I was supposed to cover the entire floor here with lava. It has been some busy times for me. But I have remembered to come over here and make sure that each four of the portals that are around the outside here have some beds on the other side so the players can come over here and they can set their spawn. Now, it's daytime at the moment. What we'll probably just do is change the time to allow players to set their spawn. And then once they've done that, there'll be some rules, something along the lines of having a particular type of weapon with strength, and you've got to, you know, have your bow on as well. No armor. Sorry, bow. Elytra wings. We'll make up a set of rules, and you'll see some time-lapsey stuff probably. Yeah, as the Elytra PvP battle is about to commence. Not much of a time lapse, right? Just a bunch of Elytra peeps whizzing around in the middle of the arena. That's kind of what it was like to play, but also the replay mod has a trouble with its render distance. Now, what I can do is set my render distance really high, fly around the outside here, and when we get back to the other side, you'll see that everything has stayed loaded. But I believe what the replay mod is, it actually unloads these chunks that are technically not being updated by the server right now. And that means that when you're trying to create shots of players flying around in this area, you keep seeing these big black walls like you saw a moment ago, and it doesn't look very good. So I had to kind of put the camera in the middle of the action, and it seems to be a recurring theme that every single time I do some sort of event on this server, there is a massive learning curve, things to be figured out, and today I learned some more stuff about how the replay mod has trouble with render distance. So that's why the time lapse was just like it was. But if you want to see all of the action, it is on my second. Well, that is just terrible. Why did I just fall straight down the ladder? That makes no sense whatsoever. So anyway, it's on the second channel, and the game itself was pretty slow, which was unfortunate. This arena is probably too big. Now, when we did this on Hermitcraft, because the arena was so much smaller, it meant players could target each other. And someone is fighting the Ender Dragon. And on this server, with a massive arena, which I thought would make it much more fun, seems to have worked against us a little bit. So I'm not sure what the future fate of this game is for. Maybe some people want to come over here and use it as a dueling arena. Also, someone built some elytra wings here in this sort of lobby area, which was a really cool touch. So I'll put it down to you guys. If you want to come over here and start building a lobby, you're more than welcome to decorate this area now, as I'm kind of done with it. Also, I've been gathering some packed ice for our adventures with the new game that we're building. I confused myself then. I didn't have a pick on my hotbar. So I'm going to take this over to the new game, which you would have seen in the last episode. And basically, during that live stream, we got together as a team and we gathered tons and tons of packed ice. We are actually going to go drop off the ice later on in this episode, because later in the day some people might have started building over there, although no one started building as of right now, so we'll drop off the ice later and maybe I'll have something to show you. But anyway, I got a job to do. I got to come in here and check out each and every one of these plots and judge them and pick my 3 favourites and then give the winners some trophies. Now the rules are also written up here, and I noticed that a handful of plots did indeed break the rules by using too many armor stands or going too low down or high up. Unfortunately, I'm going to stick to the rules that I said, and I'll have to disqualify a couple of people. But this one right here, this wasn't here last time, was it? And looks pretty awesome. What's behind that door? Nothing. Yes. Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll grab the camera account, we'll get musical again, and we'll run up and down this corridor, and then you'll be able to see every single plot as the camera sort of goes by like this, and you'll be able to check them all out. And what I'm going to do is hang out in this area and figure out which one is my favourite. So after spending much time looking at the plots and investigating them, I think I've broken down what I like about these different plots into 3 different categories, okay? One is the quality of the environment, how well does it express what's going on in this little moment, let's call it. The second one is the moment itself. How does this describe something that's happening? Does it create like a vision and a place? And third of all, creative use of the armor stands. I really like it when players figure out cool things that they can do with the armor stand and other objects as well. So those are the 3 parameters that I'm working with here, and also we're going to have 6 winners instead of 3. I've decided that since I like so many of the plots, we're going to have 1 person in first place, 2 second place trophies, and 3 third place. I know that doesn't really make sense, but that's just what I want to do because there were so many amazing plots, and I could only dwindle it down to about 6. So one of our third place trophies goes to... I ain't even going to try and say that name, okay, because I'm going to butcher it. And I really like this one because the environment perfectly tells you exactly where you are. There's lots of mob heads in here as well, so that means that the mob heads can float, and then that means more creative use of the armor stands, as you can see here. Pufferfish. I'm not sure what the red and blue things represent, but I really like the player's pose here as well as they lunge into the ocean monument. There is also stuff in the chest. I didn't realise that. Our next one goes to Sylv with Asuma live in concert. It actually took me like a couple of attempts to really pick up on the details here. The shield is a guitar. That is so creative right there. The speakers look fantastic, and then the face. It's the screen mask from my guitaring videos, which I didn't pick up on straight away, and I feel a little bit silly for that. But that is really superb. Well done, Sylv. 00 HPY with just your usual Minecraft day, and I love how well this one just tells a classic Minecraft story of a creeper sneaking up on you and blowing up the environment. We talked about this one before because it's quite close to the entrance, and as I said before, I love the way the blocks are just floating around here. So our second place trophies go to Haunted with The Mummy, and wow, the environment, the set design here is superb. The use of the armor stands, again, really good. Look at the props lying around down on the ground, and it really does tell a tale, doesn't it? This is a superb plot right here. There's even a pick inside the chest. Jordan Does is crazy for diamonds, and peeps, I love this plot. Now at first, my reaction was, that's a little bit plain. But I feel like actually it being plain really kind of emphasizes the point, right? This is like a cell. You got the padded walls, you got the door entrance thing over here, and Jordan's going crazy in the corner, juggling his diamonds. So that's creative use of armor stands as well. And the more I looked at this one, I really do love it. I think this one's superb. And in first place we have Winnie's Quiet Place. Now I love this because it's just a very adorable scene that we have right here. Very nice plot design, a lot of detail packed into a small space. And the use of armor stands is great with the poses, taking advantage of those, and it's just very cute. Winnie here hanging out, doing her gardening with these little friends, and it's superb. That one is definitely my favourite, which is why it's first. Alright, now down the end here it says comp over, no more entries. I'm going to remove this sign. You are more than welcome to build one of these little plots and put your own little story in here, even though the competition is over. In fact, I highly encourage it. This place is very creative and inspiring, and people have left behind their crafting benches and their chests. Geez, you people need to clean up after yourself. I'm only joking. I'm being rude now. I'll do a little bit of cleaning up. So I guess now is a good time to tell you that we've updated the armor stand book, so you'll have even more options available. So let's walk up to this guy. Let's get the new book. You will see there is an extra page of poses right here. And the first one that I'm going to show you is Death. Now, this might take a moment to update. That was pretty quick. And you'll see that this one looks really odd. Some of these poses, or at least this one, is designed so that you would then put a block here and it would look like a player has died and is laying down on the ground. Pretty cool, right? Now, it took a moment to update because we've optimized all of the command block stuff on the server so it runs on a clock. So you have to wait for the clock to catch up. So that pose right there is lazing. Oh man, if you put a block under that, it's like it's just sitting nice and casually on the ground. Let's try stargazing as well. And that one updated immediately. So I keep clicking this right as the clock is ticking around, if that makes sense. And that's similar to the last post, so we're going to leave it like that. And over here you'll also see the trophies as well. We've updated the resource pack for the server, and these are the trophies that the players can win. So this one over here is gold, silver, and then we have bronze on this side. And the 3 of these were made by Aqua Lazuli, who was one of the winners in the competition, and I really liked their style, so I asked them to make some more armor stands for us, and now we've got these ones. I just said armor stands and I meant trophy. What a derp. That's what we need, a derp trophy. I'll collect hundreds of them. So finally I've dropped off the packed ice. There is now free ice, free stone as well. Also free hat, he never did it. And yeah, some other peeps have already started claiming tunnels and doing a little bit of building as well. I'm actually on here quite early after the episode has gone out, so not too much activity over here yet, but I'm sure we're going to see lots of other games happening. A Nether Portal has been set up, and apparently they're working on a subway station, which will be all the way down at the bottom, so you can whiz over to this area quickly in a boat, which is super cool. Yeah, so another exciting project unfolding on the server, and that's it from me this episode. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like. As always, thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now. Bye bye.